Welcome to channel. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. In our interconnected world, technology empowers us like never before. We carry powerful computers in our pockets, more than just phones. This connectivity comes with risks. The more connected we are, the more vulnerable we become. One such tool is Stormbreaker, capable of infiltrating devices and gathering sensitive information. Let's start with location tracking. It's a fascinating yet complex subject that has evolved significantly over the years. Imagine someone wanting to know where you are, right now. This might sound like something out of a spy movie, but it's more real than you think. With Stormbreaker, this becomes possible. This advanced tool can track your location with remarkable precision. The tool exploits vulnerabilities in your device's software. These vulnerabilities are often unnoticed by the average user. These vulnerabilities are like cracks in a wall, and Stormbreaker uses them to slip through. Just like water finds its way through the tiniest cracks, so does this tool. It can then access your GPS data or connect to nearby Wi-Fi networks. This dual approach makes it incredibly effective. By triangulating your position, Stormbreaker can pinpoint your location with surprising accuracy. It uses multiple data points to ensure precision.
This technology might seem scary, and indeed, it can be misused. The idea of someone tracking your every move is unsettling, and indeed, it can be misused. Hackers and malicious entities could exploit this technology for nefarious purposes. However, it's important to remember that tools like Stormbreaker are often developed for legitimate purposes. They are not inherently evil. Security researchers use them to identify and fix vulnerabilities, making our devices safer. Their work is crucial in the fight against cyber threats. Law enforcement agencies might utilize such tools in specific situations, always under strict legal oversight. This ensures that the technology is used responsibly and ethically.
Now let's move on to the camera. We use our devices to capture memories, connect with loved ones, and document our lives. But with Stormbreaker, someone could potentially access your camera without you ever knowing. How? Remember those software vulnerabilities we talked about? Stormbreaker exploits them to bypass your device's security measures. It can then silently activate your camera, effectively giving someone eyes into your world.
This capability underscores the importance of being aware of the apps we install and the permissions we grant them. Do you really need that flashlight app to access your camera? Probably not. Being mindful of these details can significantly reduce your risk.
Finally, let's discuss the microphone. We use our devices to make calls, send voice messages, and even control our smart homes with our voice. But what if someone could listen in on our conversations without us knowing? Stormbreaker makes this possible by exploiting the same vulnerabilities it uses to access the camera.
By gaining access to your microphone, someone could eavesdrop on your conversations, collect personal information, or even record you without your consent. This is a serious breach of privacy, and it highlights the importance of understanding the potential risks associated with technology.
The ethical tightrope, responsible use of powerful tools. It's important to remember that tools like Stormbreaker are not inherently good or bad. They are neutral by nature, and their impact depends entirely on how they are used by individuals. They are simply tools, and like any tool, they can be used for good or evil. The same hammer that builds a house can also break a window. The same software that protects data can also be used to steal it.
Ethical hackers, also known as white hat hackers, use their knowledge to find and fix vulnerabilities, making our digital world safer. They work tirelessly to ensure that our information remains secure and that systems are robust against attacks. They operate with a strong moral compass, using their skills to protect, not harm. Their goal is to safeguard the digital realm, ensuring that technology serves humanity positively.
On the other hand, malicious actors or black hat hackers exploit these vulnerabilities for personal gain or to cause harm. They operate in the shadows, often causing significant damage before they are detected. They might steal data, spread misinformation, or disrupt critical infrastructure. Their actions can have far-reaching consequences, affecting individuals, businesses, and even nations. The difference lies in the intent and the actions taken. While one seeks to protect and build, the other aims to exploit and destroy. Understanding this distinction is crucial in navigating the ethical tightrope of using powerful tools responsibly. Building your defenses, protecting yourself from digital intrusion. Now that we understand the potential threats, let's talk about how to protect ourselves. The good news is that there are simple yet effective steps we can take to enhance our digital security.
First and foremost, keep your devices updated. Software updates often include security patches that fix known vulnerabilities, making it harder for tools like Stormbreaker to gain access.
Secondly, be mindful of the apps you install and the permissions they request. Do you really need that game to access your microphone or location? Always err on the side of caution and only grant permissions that are absolutely necessary. The power and responsibility of knowledge, a call to awareness. In the digital age, knowledge is power, and awareness is our first line of defense.
By understanding the capabilities of tools like Stormbreaker and the motivations of those who use them, we can make informed decisions about our digital security. This includes being cautious about the information we share online, the links we click, and the apps we install.
Remember, knowledge is not about instilling fear, but about empowering ourselves to navigate the digital landscape safely and responsibly.
Personal privacy in a connected world. Why it matters. In an era of constant connectivity, it's easy to take our personal privacy for granted. We share our thoughts, our locations, and even our daily routines on social media without a second thought. But as we've seen with tools like Stormbreaker, this interconnectedness comes at a price. Our personal information, once confined to filing cabinets and locked diaries, is now scattered across the digital landscape, vulnerable to prying eyes.
Protecting our privacy is not about being secretive. It's about maintaining control over our personal information and who has access to it. It's about setting boundaries in a world where those boundaries are increasingly blurred.
The future of digital security, staying ahead of the curve. The digital landscape is constantly evolving, with new threats emerging all the time. Tools like Stormbreaker are a stark reminder that we can't afford to be complacent about our digital security. As technology advances, so too will the methods used to exploit it. Staying ahead of the curve requires a proactive approach, constantly learning and adapting to new threats.
This includes staying informed about the latest security best practices, being cautious about the websites we visit and the links we click, and being mindful of the information we share online.
Practical steps for enhanced security. Taking control of your data. While the threats to our digital security are real, there are practical steps we can take to protect ourselves. We've already discussed the importance of keeping our devices updated and being mindful of app permissions. But there's more we can do. Consider using strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts and enabling two-factor authentication whenever possible. Be wary of phishing scams, those emails or text messages that try to trick you into giving up personal information. And remember, if something seems too good to be true online, it probably is.
Conclusion: navigating the digital landscape with care. In conclusion, the digital world offers incredible opportunities for connection, communication, and innovation. However, it also presents new challenges to our privacy and security. Tools like Stormbreaker, while potentially valuable for ethical hacking and security research, highlight the vulnerabilities inherent in our increasingly interconnected lives. By understanding these vulnerabilities and taking proactive steps to mitigate them, we can enjoy the benefits of technology while minimizing the risks. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the digital age, that power lies in our hands.